Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Today, as promised a few weeks ago or last week, we are back to watch a Savvi training. This is a girl that I have covered before, but some people in the comment section also said that she is very problematic and they were happy that I covered her, so I decided to dig into her YouTube channel a little bit more. It's going to be juicy enough, so buckle up. Before we go into it, big shout out to my channel members. I really appreciate you guys. I also appreciate everyone else who's watching me, supporting me. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. That's the best way to support me for free. Let's just put a little disclaimer in here because this is nothing personal, and let's get into this video. Alright, so before we get into the actual training, I'm just going to read what this person says about Savvi, and this is on her YouTube profile. She says, Savvi changed my life. I'm a single mom and lost my job. Started Savvi the next morning, determined, and now I never need to go look for a traditional job again. This is a dream biz. We wear and share. So incredibly grateful to have found it and bring this beautiful brand to market around the globe. I am here to help answer any questions for you and hope to welcome you to our Savvi Dream Tribe soon. To the top. I really don't know why they're calling themselves a tribe. I feel like that's my personal feelings, but I feel like it's very inappropriate anyway. But yeah, let's just get into this training.
It changed my life. I was sitting next to this beautiful girl at my son's wrestling practice, and she goes to church with Tom and Kim Challen. And she told me about Savvi. And then I lost my job. I don't remember how many weeks or months it was from the time she told me about this. But that's where I do resonate when people just aren't ready, right? They're just like watching, they're deciding. I get it because I didn't just immediately say yes. I literally had a panic attack one day, lost my job. I'm a single mom, and it was a really scary time for me. I called her, panicked. How do I sign up? What was that Savvi thing? Let me sign up for that. And I now have a very successful, sustainable.
Okay, so this is what this lady said in the first video that we watched from her as well. I feel like I'm going to get very frustrated with the stuff that she's going to say throughout this video. However, as she mentioned herself, as we can see, she was a highly vulnerable person. She's religious. She was recruited in that way. They're all in the church together. So she met this person. This person told her about the biz opportunity. She wasn't interested. But then she lost her job, and then she remembered this person, she told her about the biz and all the false promises most likely that she made. In my opinion, that's how it goes, right? Of course, she was like, oh my God, I need a job. I don't have an income. I'm a single mom. I better go try out what that lady promised me. I don't know how to speak today, but yeah, so she was highly vulnerable and nothing surprising. We've seen this so many times.
Business. We have superstars on our team. We're having the most fun ever. And I'm just in gratitude every single day. That one conversation with this girl, it literally changed my life. What if I wasn't sitting next to her that day? What if we didn't engage in this conversation? What if she didn't share with me that, there's this brand new opportunity called Savvi? What if? But the fact is, I'm exactly here. And so are you, right? So are you. However you heard about Savvi, whether it was from a close friend, from someone you didn't know on social media, because, someone told someone. That is how this works. That is the power of network marketing, of word of mouth, of this beautiful business model of direct sales where, we get to bless each other's lives. This is not going to be for everyone. So everyone needs to know right now that you're not going to get 100% yeses. That would not even make sense. So just know right now, it's not rejection of you. It's just not. It might just not be the right time for someone. So I would actually expect a no and be okay with that. Like literally go into this thinking, I'm going to share this, but most likely they're going to say no because no one woke up right now today, or most people, like ready to join a new business, ready to start a new venture. That's not reality. Reality is we're busy, right? A lot of us are moms. A lot of us are already in a job that takes up a lot of time. A lot of us are married or in a relationship. Like there's so much time invested in the rest of our life. where do we find time to just like, oh, I think I want to start a business today? It's just not reality. So you need to give people that space to think about this, to decide if this is for them, to decide when is the right timing for them. Sometimes life circumstances will come up, will change, and they'll be like me. Okay, sign me up. I'm ready. Sometimes they're going to watch you and they're going to see how happy you are, how successful you are, how much you're enjoying your journey. And it's going to connect with them. Like, I want some of that. So it's all different reasons for when someone decides like, okay, I'm interested. I'm open. Tell me more. So all you have to do is for your own self, make a decision of what you want out of Savvi. Make a decision. You have to make that decision yourself. And it has to be specific. Like, what does success look like for you? So you can say, I want to make $500 a month. And I say that a lot to a prospect I'm talking to. I will literally just ask the question, what would make sense for you? Like, what dollar amount would you need to make a month for it to make sense for you, that you'll be happy that you said yes to Savvi? Like, what does that look like for you? And a lot of times girls will say 500 or 1,000 or 1,500, some number like that, knowing that someday they'll have a bigger goal that they'll get to, right? A lot of us.
Okay, it is time to pull the income disclosure statement just for those who might be new and who might not have seen the Savvi income disclosure statement. It's going to be linked in the description box down below, as well as additional information from the FTC. Those who might think that we're just haters, please take a look at the income disclosure statement. Look at what this lady just said. She said, whatever you want to earn, right? You can earn. Which amount makes sense for you to join this business? From 500 to 1,500 a month, she said. However, if we look at the income disclosure statement, we can see the lowest rank, which more than half of distributors or representatives sit at, 53%, earn median annually only $293. So this is what they earn per year. But you have this lady who's very confident, very pretty, good looking, right? She's very charismatic. And listening to her, you would think, well, she knows what she's talking about. She's a professional, right? She must be right. I can earn 500 a month. Take a look at how many people actually earn 500 a month. They don't even earn that amount in a year. And you have to cold message, add new people every single day, create new relationships, attend these kind of trainings. This is very time consuming. It's hard work. And all you get is $293. That's what they get. That's what they work their asses for. Is it worth it? Of course not. But yeah, I just thought this is a good moment to pull the income disclosure statement. Like I said, if you want to take a better look at it, it's linked down below. But let's keep going.
Want to make 6 figures in this. I think that's a common goal for someone who says yes to something like this, direct sales, whether it's Arbonne or Rodan and Fields or Savvi or whatever it is, Beauty Counter. There's a million. I didn't even know how many there were. But a lot of us want that success, 6 figures. But then there's also, you're going to need those steps to get to that place. So I think a great place to start is set a goal. Let's just call it $500. Let's get you, what if you're making a consistent $500 every month? And then once you set that intention, whatever that is for you, then it's easy. Then we just have to now take the steps necessary, take that action to accomplish that goal. But you need to start off having a goal. If you just go into something like, oh, I'm just going to see what happens. Well, how do you measure that? How do you know if it's working? How do you know what success looks like? So I really want to stress the importance of setting a goal. I set my goal early on. And when I hit it now, like before the month end, today is like the middle of the month, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm hitting the goal I set for myself, my big goal now early in the month, because in network marketing, which is what this is, right? You're going to be growing your business so that you're going to be hitting your milestone ranks, whatever those, you're hitting your target goals earlier and earlier and earlier in the month, because you're growing something. So let's just, relax and like breathe and know that all of that's down the road. But right now, today, if you have that fear of failure, you're worried about like, what do I do now? Okay, I said yes. These girls all look happy. I'm hearing how much money people are making, but like, how do I take that initial step?
Just on the money, it's not even just Savvi that has the bad statistics. Again, if you're someone who's new here, it's not just Savvi. All MLMs have very bad statistics. All of their income disclosure statements look very, very similar because the business model is the same. The products might be different, but the way it works is the same across all of them. And across all of them, according to the FTC, up to 99% of people never make any profit. Up to 99% of people, that's a very bad statistic. You have more chances of succeeding if you gamble. Not that you should gamble. Slot machines are terrible. Maybe if you're good at poker. So this is not the business to go at, especially if you need extra 500 a month and consistent. Like she said, that doesn't happen for most of the people in Savvi.
I'm going to talk you through that. Okay. Number one, I want to tell you a couple things that go through my mind when I get that courage to talk to someone. I think to myself, there are girls that are in a job they don't love, right? You hear that a lot. I know I was. When I look back to like what that circumstance looks like, that job that I lost, yes, it was security. It was a paycheck coming in, but I wasn't as happy, not even remotely, as I am now in this life. This new life that I've created for myself.
Did she just indirectly said that MLMs are not a consistent paycheck? But she's happier because she's right there. It's not a consistent paycheck. You're better off getting a part-time job or a full-time job or whatever else, because MLMs are not going to pay you consistently, and they're barely going to ever pay you.
I don't have a boss. I have nowhere to go. I don't have anyone telling me what to do. I live life on my terms. We are entrepreneurs. This is an opportunity. It's a vehicle to literally make as much money as you want, right? It's up to you to do that. It's all in your hands. We all have the exact same opportunity. So that's a beautiful thing. And I get to take my kids to school, pick them up. My son Tristan today on the way home was saying, Mom, you're going to have to take me to Disneyland. You're going to have to drop me off early and pick me up late. And it's like, I don't have to think about it. My previous life to Savvi, right, before I was let go of that job, it was so much work coordinating all of that. So I think of all the women who would love to be in this place of freedom, right? That's what my life looks like. It's freedom. So if you guys see me excited, like, how is she always so happy or joyful? It's because I didn't have this before. I've never had this before. Residual income and building something I'm passionate about, because we get to help other women accomplish what they want from this. So I think about that this is amazing what I have here, and others are going to be exactly here where I am too. Because of this support structure. Because when we're helping each other, it's also helping ourselves, right? That's kind of how this whole thing works. The more people you help, the more you're going to be successful. So it's a beautiful, beautiful space to be in. And then I think about all the other network marketing companies out there. A lot of you know my story. I'm not from this world. Like, what is this? I had no idea there were like literally thousands of these. They just kept popping up as I'm talking to more girls. I had no idea. And when I now know, I'm super familiar now with Isogenics, Redan Fields, Beauty Counter, like it works. There's so many. I genuinely, personally, this isn't against any of them. It's not bringing down any other company, but like, I don't want to be in anything else. I just want to be in Savvi.
Doesn't want to be in anything else because Savvi is different than other MLMs. And this is also something, again, if you are new here, this is also something that every MLM rep says. They always claim that every MLM is different from another MLM, but I mean, their income disclosure statements, their compensation plans, they all indicate that they are actually all the same. The only difference are products.
That's like, for me, I love Savvi, and I laugh about it on a prospect call when I'm connecting with someone. I laugh about how like, I don't want to actually sell anything. I just want to wear cute clothes and share about this with others. And, you know, it's funny, but it's also real. I wake up every day, I put on my cute Savvi clothes, and I get to share about this with others. Like, someone wake me up from this dream. This is amazing. So if you want to be successful here in Savvi, you need to actually start by having a frame of reference that you get to go out into the world and share this beautiful, amazing opportunity that's brand new ground floor. It's freaking clothing. There's no knowledge here. You don't have to go to, some training manual and learn what this is made of, what this is called. Like, it's just a piece of clothes, right? It's just clothing. So I just look at how lucky we are, all of us. If you're watching this video, you're in Savvi, You are as lucky as I.
Okay, this kind of bothers me because of what she just said. It's just clothes. Clothes can be very bad. Like, depending what kind of materials they have, they can be very bad and damaging to your skin. They can also be made in a way that's very unethical, as like sweatshops and things like that. And you should probably not want to support that. Not that I'm saying that Savvi has sweatshops. I'm just saying it's not just clothes. When you buy, you should probably know what you're buying and who you're buying from, and you should probably not support those unethical shops. Maybe that's just my own opinion.
Am the way I feel, and if you can see it as clearly as I do, that you got to find out at the very beginning, and it's so simple. And now our job is just to bless others. Either they're gonna shop with us and put on these clothes and feel as beautiful as we all do in them, or they're going to partner with us in Savvi, partner with you, right? And they're going to want to do this too. So don't let any limiting beliefs you have about, having your own business and getting in front of people and all the like scary feelings limit you from reaching others who would love to know about this, but they need to hear it from you. And again, it goes back to that girl I sat next to. What if I didn't? I mean, literally, that's what I think about a lot. And that's where a lot of my gratitude comes from, that our paths led us all right here. And we have in our hands the most amazing opportunity, I think, of our lifetime to achieve greatness. This is about empowering women. This is about changing our lives if we want. But even if your goal isn't as, gigantic as a lot of ours is, $500 is still a lot of money. And I just use 500 because I think that's successful. I think $500, $6,000 at the end of the year, like that's a whole paid vacation for you and your family to go on. That's groceries. That $500 translates to a lot for someone. So that's what I would start with, is setting a realistic goal for the beginning, but knowing that what you're building here could literally change lives, including your own, and it's exciting what we have here. So you first do need to be in the right mindset, because how you present this to others is going to make the difference in them saying yes, or them saying, let me think about it, or them saying no, and not taking a second look. So it's how we project out what we have here. Okay, so if you want to know why I show up every day excited, it's because I feel genuinely lucky. Like I remember the day I ordered my clothes. I did what they said, right? You go on a shopping spree. I got my box. I pulled out the soulless leggings. I pulled out tops like this Des bra. I think it was the femme.
Just on this, I'm not sure if she's going to mention it at all, but their starter kit, their most expensive starter kit, actually costs $999. So imagine paying $999 for a brand that doesn't even have that good of a reviews. I mean, I know they like to say that they're luxurious athleisure wear, but I can't agree. Based on everything that I've heard and read, and the reviews from non-reps and non-distributors that I have seen, they are inconsistent, their sizing, their quality. I mean, for the love of God, they put out new launches every single week. That's just impossible. There's a reason why most of the activewear companies don't do that. I'm sure they would love to sell more, but if they want to keep up with consistency, consistent quality and sizing and everything, they can't do that. It's not possible to do that when you're just throwing out new launches every single week. That's just insane to me.
In my original package, and I remember looking up like, thank you, this is it. This is like, I just won the lottery. But you do have to do the work, right? It doesn't just happen on its own. And that's another thing I say on a lot of my calls to girls. I say, I don't want you to think like join Savvi and like, here's $1 million. It doesn't work that way. You do have to work the business. And, people always acknowledge like, yes, we get that. Okay, so I'm going to pull off sticky note after sticky note and share some things with you for specific actionable steps. So fear of failure is what I wrote down because I've never had that before, so I can't personally relate to that. All I can tell you is if you think about Savvi as less than 10,000 active brand partners in the whole world right now. So fear of failure, how will you fail if you share with excitement, right? You're just sharing. And up front, there's going to be no's. Like, let's just establish that right now. Not everyone's going to say yes. But visualize millions of women around the world one day. But you can just start smaller. let's say a couple 100,000 women in the United States. If already thousands have said yes and we're growing every day, right? You see on our Facebook Dream Tribe page, like new girls we're welcoming every day. So we're moving it up. We're creating more and more and more volume. We're bringing on more and more Dream Tribe Savvy sisters. This is going to be huge. So fear of failure. I might have a fear of failure if I was joining a company 10 years in, 20 years in, 50 years in, because there's already so many in whatever that company is. But this is brand new. This is at the very beginning stages. So think of like the abundance. There's millions and millions of people. They just need to hear about this. And then you're going to do the same thing over and over. It's like a cycle. Like, are you open? Yes, great. Here's the information. Here's the next steps to join. Next, you can only control your actions, but you do that over and over, you're going to be successful. I truly believe it's inevitable success as long as you keep showing up and you never quit. At your excitement level. So
that's not true. That's a big load of BS, because I'm just trying to find how many distributors they have at this point, because 10,000 is really not a lot considering they've been around for quite some time. If you don't know, they like to say that they're a new company, but they've been around since 2013, but they've also rebranded like 3 times, and they are Savvi since 2019 if I remember correctly. Also, that's not true, because the business is set up for people to fail. So you can't say that 99% of people that fail across multi-level marketing companies just weren't consistent and they weren't showing up for themselves. That's not true. 99% of people that join MLMs are not lazy. This is not the reason why so many of them fail. So this is just very useless advice. Again, nothing new. We hear this over and over again from different reps and different MLMs as well. They all say the same bullshit over and over again. But yeah, it's not about consistency. It doesn't matter how much hard work or effort you put in, or how consistent you are, or how long you are in the biz. You have 99% of chances of never ever getting any profit out of this biz. So you're better off putting your efforts into something else rather than Savvi or any other MLM, in my opinion.
Your mindset will make a huge difference in how fast you go and how much work you put into this, how consistently you show up. Okay, so the way I find a lot of people, obviously I believe in starting with a list of who you know, whether they're close friends or just acquaintances, someone from whatever group, whatever church, whatever, wherever you are in your life. Like for me, I play pickleball, so that would be a good group that I could go to and ask. And I think individually is always ideal. And also events, having an event is amazing because it brings people in. It's all about, that camaraderie, that community we're building together. But once you get through, it's called warm market, right? The people then cold market, that's like millions of people out there. I go to Lululemon on Instagram and I go to their followers, which is 4 million. 4 million are on there. So that's 4 million women, or it's a combination of men and women. I reach out to women and I just ask if they're open. That's it. It's such a simple question. And if they are, amazing. How would you like to hear about it? And you guys can tap into my simple system if you want to more dive into that.
So this lady has a list of 4 million people that she's going to contact and cold message to join her opportunity. 4 million people. I don't think I need to say anything else other than that about this. This is just wow.
And then I just put, don't overthink, take action. This is such a beautiful, exciting opportunity. Take action just means sharing about it. Okay, so when you join Savvi, I'm going to get to this one after. Build your list. So the first thing, actionable steps, you join Savvi. How do I take that first step forward? Well, who are the people that you want to reach out to? It helps to write them down, really think about them, and don't prejudge anyone. I don't care how much money they're making, how successful you think they are, where they are in life. Ask them. Just ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. And what's the worst case scenario? Now they know that you're in Savvi. They know there's a new clothing brand called Savvi. So if they ever decide to join someone,
Savvi is not new. Savvi has been around for years and years and years. Savvi has rebranded in 2019. So even if you want to say that it's new since 2019, that's not a new company anymore. We're in 2023, lady.
Maybe they want to try the clothes. That's great. That's helping you build your business. And maybe they want to connect you to someone who would love to do Savvi and partner with you. So You definitely need to get in front of people. The most ideal way to do that is to make a list of everyone you could think of that would love this and ask them. And then I just put, don't give up, keep reaching out. The fortune is in the follow-up. So many people thank me for being persistent in my follow-ups. Okay, launch event. I just came from one last weekend, my amazing new direct.
I love how she just casually said, keep messaging people and keep annoying them, and they're going to be so thankful that you finally manipulated them into joining this biz, in my opinion. I like how she casually just slid that in. Just be a nuisance. It's fine. People are gonna thank you for it. Moving on.
Christina had her launch event, and then Felicia drove out for it. Another one of my amazing, beautiful directs. She's going to have a launch party. She lives in Vegas. I am so happy to go to these. I was supposed to go to Kia's launch event in New Jersey. I was supposed to leave tomorrow for it. I still can't believe that. Oh, no, I was supposed to leave today for it. And Jody's event, but my son he got the star role in his 6th grade play. So I'm not going to get on an airplane to see you girls. But them doing these events is huge because it's such an easy way to tell a lot of people about your business and invite them to it. It's all positive, right? So that I highly, highly, highly recommend. If you have an in-person event, it's ideal because then you can have clothing racks, have some of your Savvi clothes there. I personally don't typically sell the Savvi clothes at my events. I just explain that it's our business. It's not our business model. If they really love an item, like, yes, you can Venmo me for the item, but our business model is to wear and share the clothes. It's all online. So I'm going to give you my link. You can shop through my link, but ideally join me in business. I lead with the business. So having an event is really, really awesome, powerful, smart. And then you can also do a Zoom event. Tracy Lakovich on our team is famous for hers. She had a whole bunch of her girlfriends in her first week of Savvi on the Zoom call. I came on, helped her run it. She didn't need me. Tracy Lakovich is the powerhouse, and she just shared with them all, answered questions, and she built her team very quickly through that. You can also do a combination. Like Kia this weekend is going to have Ken Porter, Jen Ashby, and myself on a Zoom to share with her guests about Savvi. And then I just said, set goals, crush them. You got to know where you're going, right? People follow someone who know where they're going. And then what else do I have? A book on MLM. So I, in my first week, got the book Building an Empire because I don't know what I was doing. There's so many great books out there. There's one, I think her name is Romy Neustadt. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's called Get Out of Your Damn Way or Get Out of Your Own Damn Way, something like that, because so many of us overthink this. And her point is just like, get over yourself, like just do it. Ask the question.
Sounds like a cheap version of Rachel Hollis's girl books.
Ask people if they're open to this. This is a business about growth, personal development. You're going to grow here. And how exciting is that? So just know that it's about the journey. You need to enjoy it. It's not getting to a destination. Yes, of course, that's where you're going to actually see a paycheck that can make you cry and you're going to be so excited and all the achievements you'll have. But the key is showing up every day, being consistent, having that grit. You're going to get no's, but it's really enjoying the process, enjoying that I'm going to jump on a call tomorrow with this girl, Nicole from Instagram. I don't know her, but I get to go on a phone call with her. Who knows? Nicole could be the next, big giant superstar in Savvi. It can change your life. She could one day meet me in person and we're hanging out in Cancun. I don't know. Who am I to ever say or predict who's going to love Savvi and have their life changed, but I'm going to share it excitedly with everyone and believe that this girl, Nicole, or anyone I'm talking to, or any of you watching this, it can be you. There is no difference. There's no one who is set up to be more successful than another person. This is an even playing field. It doesn't matter what your background is, what your education is, what your, anything you've ever accomplished in life. Everyone comes into Savvi, starts at zero, and it's up to you to make it happen.
Everyone starts from zero, but it's not an equal opportunity for everyone. Once it's oversaturated, it's nearly impossible to get to the top unless you have a big following on Instagram, which you can recruit, or unless you have a gym where you can sell Savvi clothing, which is something that Zaya reps do. One of the tippy top reps does that. She has her own gym and now she's selling Zaya stuff in the gym, in the lobby. Those are the only ways that you have any any slight chances of being successful in an MLM. It's not that easy, and it's not a ground level opportunity, but also getting on the phone with strangers is terrifying. A lot of the people out there are not comfortable with doing something like that. So why are we still pretending that this is for everyone? It's like, it definitely isn't. To me, that sounds like hell. And even if I wasn't anti-MLM, I would not join an MLM just because I would have to talk to people, I would have to cold message strangers, and that's something that I'm not comfortable with doing.
Which is really, really exciting. So a book on MLM. And then I said, I wrote, think of what other girls are selling. This is gold. But that's a true story. I really do pay attention to when I'm on a phone call with someone, I say, what do you do right now for work? You know, I want to know, where do they live? What do they do for work? And anytime someone tells me what they do for work, I do subconsciously think like, would I want to do that too? Nope, I don't want to do that. Like literally that's what I think about. I wouldn't want to do anything else. And I've probably been on over 1,000 easily phone calls with girls across the country. They're sharing with me what their job is or what their other network marketing company is. I have never once been like, ooh, maybe I'd want to do that. Like, nope. I love Savvi. I love it. I think what we have here is gold. It's brilliant. It's perfect. Okay. So two more sticky notes. One is, if you're new to Savvi, you don't know how to take that first step, I would say the first thing you should do, you know, besides writing your list and start contacting people, if you're like actually wanting to really think about this, take your time. You're the kind of person that wants the information before you get out there. Make sure you're connected to our dream tribe on Shout. That's where we all communicate with each other. There's a specific link.
So notice how instead of directing new people who are not sure if they want to join the opportunity, she's going to direct them to their Facebook messages group stuff where they all encourage each other, where they show the community, the sisterhood as they like to call it, rather than pointing the people to the income disclosure statement or the compensation plan at least, so that they can see the earning potential. But if you want to see true earning potential, it's in the income disclosure statement. It does not look good, and this is exactly why instead of pointing the people to the right direction, financial information, they're going to direct them to the groups where they can show you this amazing opportunity. You can make friends, you can do trips. Things that people find attractive is friendships and the community.
So if you need that, you can contact me. Your upline should have it. We will make sure, you know, however you can connect to someone in your upline, always me, we'll get you in that app. But it's a specific link. You can't just download the app. You need that link to connect to our team and, you know, start forming relationships, asking girls about things, having conversations, being part of this movement. And then, you know, I always tell everyone it's going to click for you. Some girls it clicks right away. Some girls takes a couple weeks, couple months. Maybe you're still watching and you've been in a year and you haven't, you know, put your feet all in. I believe this is the kind of business where you need to be all in, which doesn't mean you need to work it 24/7, but when you're working it, show up excited and 100% in belief of what we have here. Belief in this industry, belief in Savvi. Okay, guides. Under guides on our Facebook team page, Dream Tribe, there are videos, and I'm going to be working on those more and more, cleaning them up, making sure that anyone brand new watches the specific videos and you'll have everything you need to have a nice transition to saying yes to more of the vision, right? When you said yes to Savvi, to actually getting the information and running with this opportunity. The guest info calls our team does, they're always the exact same link. It's ourdreamtribe.com. Same link as our team calls on Wednesday mornings, 10 a.m. PST. Those are awesome to show up on. Again, plug into as much training. The guest info calls are great to get the language, you know, start really hearing it over and over. Watch all these other prospects hop on the call and ask their questions and be interested. That will help build your belief system in Savvi and help gain your confidence that you can do this too. You can have this conversation with others. And that piggybacks on the other thing. Connect anyone that you're talking to. Like, okay, you don't know what to say. Well, all you actually really need to say to anyone, especially your warm market, someone you know, like, hey, I just joined this thing called Savvi. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm really excited about it. It seems like this is going to be bigger than Lululemon one day. Are you open to taking a look? Put them on a guest info call. Put them on a
It's not gonna be bigger than Lululemon. Never, never ever. That's first. Second, oh, imagine if you are interviewing for a job and the person that's gonna be your boss or the CEO in a small company, usually the CEO is in like the second round of interviews and he's saying like, listen, I have no idea where my company is going. I have no idea what I'm doing, but you should join me and I promise I will pay you monthly. It's like, okay. Very professional, very promising, but no thank you. What if you're trying to sell this as a business opportunity, you should probably present it that way. At least try to present it professional. Maybe that's just me.
three-way chat with your upline. Get them on a phone call with your upline. And one day when you hear this enough, you're going to be doing this yourself. Michelle Moon, Beth Whitfield, Kia Barlow, like we have Rosa Pina. We have so many superstars on our Dream Tribe. Lori Minchinsky, who are able to, Stacia Russell, I mean, I can just keep going, superstars who have just been plugging in, listening, and now they're running on their own. And that would be the ultimate thing for everyone in Savvi on our Dream Tribe is plug in enough. And then you're just running and you're doing this yourself, but you're never alone. You know that you can always come to us. A lot of times I'll get messages from girls showing me a screenshot of what it looks like when someone responds and they're asking for advice. What do I say to this? And then I could quickly respond back. And now the next time they get that question, they're going to be more prepared to answer it. And it's easy. If somebody asks you something you don't know, that's an amazing question. Let me find out. Like, it's not hard. At the end of the day, we're just bringing a clothing brand to market. That's it. We get paid 20 to 32% when people shop with us, and they can build a team too, whoever you're talking to, if they want. That's actually it. The rest of my conversations with girls are usually just connecting. Who is this person? Like, I just enjoy getting to know someone. That's how my calls go. And answering questions about Savvi and giving them next steps to join, which also goes back to when I joined. I didn't have the next steps at my fingertips. I had to go back to the girl I sat next to my son's wrestling practice to ask her how to join. So that's why I always, every time I get off the call with someone, unless they're like a flat out no, which hardly ever happens, I always give like a message right after. Loved connecting with you. I give my wearandshare.com/Harley, always give your own referral code. And I give them the next steps so that they can join. I'm showing them how simple this is. It's right here for them to join. Okay. And then the Savvi Brand Partners page, definitely plug into that. On Mondays, there's a Monday mindset call. I love that call. They pull someone in the community who's crushing their business and they highlight them, they interview them, ask them what's successful. And then there is the Wednesday call, which is the update call. Steven and Jen usually run that. They share, who are the top leaders in Savvi. So you get that recognition. And then they share what clothes are coming out on Friday. How fun is this? New clothing comes out every single week on Fridays. And then Friday, you can watch Savvi Lifestyle Co. on Instagram or Facebook. And you're going to see someone just like you who's in the fashion shows. And you can know that you will be in that fashion show one day.
I'm always gonna say this, but new clothes every single Friday is way too much. Imagine how much money these reps are spending if they're shopping every single week. They might say, trying to lure people in my opinion, they might say, oh, you don't have to buy every drop. You don't have to shop every single Friday if it's too expensive or whatever. But if you want to be a product of the product, right, which you have to be in an MLM, you have to buy new drops. You can't just keep advertising on social media all drops while every week there's new stuff and you're just not wearing the new stuff. You're gonna feel that pressure that you have to be going along with the trends and you have to have all the new drops. So what does that tell us? That tells us that the reps are their customers, right? And that's one of the biggest problems with MLMs. Also, I'm sorry that I keep walking away, but I need to get ice for my foot because my foot injury doesn't want to go away and I need to ice it because it relieves the pain. But I promise I'm here and I'm listening to what you say.
Set that intention, manifest it, make it happen. They're choosing the girls who are running with this opportunity. And if you need to sit back and watch for a while, that's okay. We're all on a journey. It's at your own pace. But the first step, that fear of failure that we want you just to let go of and enjoy this, it starts just by sharing. And then you get those wins. So whether that means somebody shops with you or they join you, or even just a great conversation. To me, that's a win. When I'm on the phone with someone, like I'm jumping on the phone with this girl, Nicole, tomorrow, right? It's a win to me when we just connect. Whether or not Nicole says yes, I don't know if this is going to be for her tomorrow on the phone call, in a week if she joins, a month, a year, or ever. I don't know. But what I can control is being showing up and having a conversation. That's all this is showing up as myself, knowing that's enough, showing up with excitement, showing up knowing I might not know all the answers, but the more I do this, I'm going to get better at this. My confidence is going to grow and it's going to get easier. And the easier anything gets, the better you get at anything, the more fun it is. Think of any sport out there, anything like that. And then, it's infectious. It's going to just continue on. And you're going to be there for someone in your downline one day. And then the cycle repeats. Okay, so a few things. Love you, Lisa. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Brenda. Okay, so a few things. When you first join Savvi, the very first thing I want you to do, I should have started with this, is to check that your link works. Savvi.com, savvi.com / and your referral code. If you don't remember your referral code, go to your back office, savvioffice.com, and it will be listed there. You can go to email support@savvi.com, ask them, go to chats and ask them, go to your upline, ask them. If you're on our Dream Tribe, I can check it for you, find out what it is. Savvi.com / whatever that word that you chose as your referral code. Go to your own link, go to your page as if you're a customer. Make sure you see your name in the top right corner. It will say shopping with Jen M. And then it works, and then you can share it with others. I do recommend, instead of sharing the whole website, to share specific items if you're going to want someone to shop with you. So for instance, the soulless leggings are my favorite. This Des bra is one of my favorites. So I will share the specific link to this bra, not just savvi.com / Harley. I'll share the link that goes to this item, or the soulless leggings, for instance. Then you need to know the wearandshare.com / your referral code website. You can get there from the shopping site. So savvi.com / your referral code, scroll to the bottom, click become a Bies.
Okay, the rest of this call is just going to be her explaining to people how it works, but I think it's still good for us to hear how it works as well when you actually join. And it's also good, I guess we can give her a little bit of credit, because she's actually mentioning like the business and how to work the biz and what to do in the beginning, unlike a lot of other MLM trainings where they don't even mention the products or how the business works or how to join or anything like that. They just talk about recruitment and how to befriend people so that you can recruit them, basically. So at least let's give credit where it's due. So we're gonna just listen to everything to hear how it works.
Or you can go directly to wearandshare.com / your referral code. And this is how you join, right? So you're doing the same thing, but you're sharing it with somebody else. And you always want to remember that people are watching you. They're deciding, do I want to do this too? So show up excited, show up confident, show up, how you want others to see you, so that they're more likely to say yes, whether they're going to shop with you and support you that way, or do this with you and be partners with you in business. Back office, that's where you're going to track your business. At the end of the day, the way to make real money in Savvi is to grow that middle box. So there's 9 squares. When you see each of those little squares, 3 rows of 3, the middle one is your volume. That's a combination of your own volume, like anything you personally buy and close, any customers that shop with you, and then anyone, if you have a team, anything they're doing too. It's that middle square. That's the number that's the box you want to pay attention to. There's more specifics on that, but that's really the box to take a look at. And if you can get to S2, which is the first rank in Savvi, right? We all start at S1. If you can get to S2, you can get to S29 or whatever your personal goal is. So just know that. Back office, also reports. You can see who are the top people in Savvi. You can see your team, your customer orders. You can see, so play around with reports and library. Those are the 2 spots I would look at, and your dashboard. Get really comfortable at what's going on in your dashboard. Okay, and then team Facebook. Show up, plug in to trainings just like this. If you're still on here, then you're all in this. Let's do this, girl. Like, we got this. And then last thing, shout, just make sure you're in that. That's where we communicate as a team. That's where you're going to feel the support, the camaraderie, have those fun conversations about, what's coming out this week, ask questions. We are all here for you. This business at the end of the day is about women empowerment. I'm looking at this chat. I'm seeing some girls from our dream tribe, and I'm seeing some girls from all different teams. And I'm seeing Lisa Van Horn right now. Her and I live 2 minutes apart from each other in Solana Beach in San Diego. That's where we're from, Southern California. We were on a beach walk yesterday talking about doing events. And, I want everyone to know that when I started my business, my very first day, we tracked it. We figured out, because Lisa's part of my story, we tracked it back to, it was my first day. I reached out to Lisa right after I joined because I went on a Zoom, one of Tom and Kim Zooms. I was looking like, who knows what they're doing? And Lisa Van Horn looked really approachable, really kind. She actually, part of the story is she actually tried to recruit me, but I was already in Savvi or, joining somebody else. So on Messenger, I reached out to her, was like, hey, can I just have 5 minutes of your time? Lisa's like, yes, because that's who she is. She's a lovely, amazing human. And then I remember, like it was yesterday, sitting on my bed, and there's a clock on the wall. And I just remember the 5 minutes turned into 30. And I remember thinking to myself, if this is what this community feels like, looks like, is like, I'm in, I'm all in, because Lisa Van Horn is such a beautiful soul. And she spent so much time with me that morning, sharing with me what to do. And I just value that phone call so much. She set up my time in Savvi on such a beautiful note that we are here for each other. We are women supporting women. That is what this is about to me. So if anyone feels alone or lost, confused, anything like that, just know you're not alone. You're always going to be supported. We have beautiful, amazing leaders, just like Julie Pickering on here, who's going to be on our team call next week. I love you, girl. I'm so proud of you. We have Lisa Van Horn. We have so many beautiful leaders in Savvi who just want to help others succeed. All right. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, magical, amazing day.
That was a very abrupt finish, wasn't it? You probably know already. I feel like it was a bunch of BS, especially the income claims that she made earlier. The income disclosure statement is there, but of course, instead of pointing the people in the right direction, they're going to point them to the people that are going to try to befriend them, convince them that this is a blessing, this is so great. I can't agree, and I'm sure most people that are watching this can't agree either. But like she said in the beginning, she was obviously highly vulnerable when she was recruited herself, so it's kind of sad, but it's also kind of annoying with the things that she's saying. It's like they're not true, they're false statements. But yeah, let me know down below what you thought about this. If you're still watching, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're a true trooper, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me, and big shout out to all of my channel members. I love you guys, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.